Hey, it's Heather with another installment of my mold detox recovery progress. Today is actually a shorter interval of time. Today is July 9, 2020, and I wanted to do a very brief update. The first thing I wanted to log is that I got an apartment. It has no visible evidence of water damage or mold. I don't know how I got it, being only partially employed. But I did, and I get to move in 3 weeks. I'm ecstatic. It means that I'll be able to fulfill the um, first step in mold recovery, mold detoxing and recovery, which is avoiding mold. I'll be able to get out of my current place. And as you can see, I've got my plastic bins going, and I'm starting to pack things away. Like, I think my plan right now is most of the stuff, I'm not gonna have money to pack all my things in plastic. It's just like too expensive. So I'll put those things that are not in plastic in offsite storage. And then the things that I may want intermittent access to, like extra linens or dish towels or tablecloths and things that may have absorbed mold, I'll keep those in plastic bins in the apartment so that they're not contaminating while they're not being used. And I'm already detoxing, so if I get a little exposed to something for a brief period of time, then whatever, I'll just keep detoxing because I already am. I'm just really not happy with the idea of going through 1 or 2 years of recovery and then having to go through a methodical process of reintroducing old clothes, reintroducing linens, reintroducing anything porous that would have still be holding those mycotoxins, and then waiting 4 days and seeing how I feel, and then possibly having to do additional detoxing if it turns out that I'm having a reaction. Like, that just sounds like, why make myself do that? So I really am getting rid of. I've got bags of clothes and linens and tablecloths, and I mean, I'm a fabric-y person, so it's been a little bit tough. But I'm just get rid of it. I'll have new tastes and new interests, and have probably bought a couple new things after I'm in the new place. So that's the progress on that. The second piece that I really wanted to show as a progress report, I'm a little bit nervous to do this because I'm vain, but I'm going to do this because I want, if another person, especially a woman also in her 40s, is sort of starting to look around for what to do about mold illness, I really wanted to highlight, and I'm going to link below, some podcasts to Dr. Jill Crista, where this is the book I've been following, Break the Mold. You might have seen it on previous podcast or vlogs of mine. But one of the things that I've noticed that has been most challenging for me, besides this sort of just general sort of malaise and fatigue and symptoms, like actual symptoms, is the stuff that I didn't realize was a symptom of mycotoxin illness. And that is stuff with your skin. And the fact that, so mycotoxins will interfere with your ability to synthesize proteins. It'll block that, and so you can't make lean muscle mass. And it's going to change the elasticity of your skin. It's going to age your skin. You're going to get more age spots, and it will, everything about what you think is getting older as a woman just gets accelerated, apparently just by sort of exponentially, is what my experience has been, to the point where in the last couple of years I was like, who are you? I'd look in the mirror going I don't even recognize you. So when I started the detox sort of proper, it was in the middle of May, and I had just come through about 9 to 9.5 weeks of a very serious respiratory viral infection. I was traumatized. I was burnt out. I wasn't getting good sleep. I was having anxiety attacks and tremors. A lot of things that were probably now I can attribute to sort of rapid mycotoxin die-off, but at the time sure looked like a really nasty viral infection. And it was a viral infection, but there were multiple things going on. It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced. I had no idea, especially with the pandemic, I had no idea if I was going to end up in the hospital or not. and if I was heading out or if I was going to survive this. And I said to myself, you know, if I do survive this, I'm going to take care of myself. I have a habit of overworking and getting involved in things around me and not taking the time to like nurture myself. And so that was one of the things I committed myself to through this. And the detox from the mold is part of that. So on day one of the detox, I took a picture of myself, like just stood up the window, turned the camera around, just took a picture. I look like shit, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. So I look like shit, and it's the kind of photo that you would normally delete. And I have never thought of myself as an attractive person or a pretty person. I've never thought of myself in those terms. But I looked at that photo and I was like, this woman is unwell. And I resisted the urge to get rid of it because I was like, I want a log of what it's like to get better from mold illness. And at that time I hadn't been aware that mycotoxins can actually interfere with your skin and interfere with your muscle and all the things that make you look older because your body is decomposing at a faster rate. So anyway, so I did that, and then I've been taking pictures periodically, and I took a picture today, which I've put up beside that photo, and I'm going to try to show it to you now. So on the left side, I look like shit. On the right-hand side, I look remarkably better, or different, or changing, I should say. Like I think if you saw the picture of me on the right, without the reference of the one before, no one's going to say there's a healthy woman. Everyone's going to go like, there's a woman who's not doing so great. But by comparison, the shift is profound. And I'm sort of excited to see that simply changing my diet, taking the right supplements to like replenish the nutrients that have been gone from my body for so long, and taking an antifungal and doing some lifestyle shifts that are around movement and sunshine and regular schedules and de-stressing have resulted in that much of a difference in my face. And I'm super, please don't comment and say I'm an ugly cow because, I'm a lady who just got impacted by environmental illness. So yeah, anyway, don't make comments. I just wanted to show progress, and I wanted to show it as a way of inspiring other women in particular. If you wonder like why the hell you look so freaking old in your 40s, and you've been exposed to water damaged buildings, or you've just had exposure to mold, and you have other kinds of like strange symptoms coming up that don't fit one neat, tidy picture, and you're chasing treating symptoms instead of looking for the root cause, I would highly encourage you to listen to one of Dr. Jill's podcasts and do her mold questionnaire just to see if maybe you too have become mold sick, and it's really a mycotoxin illness that is sort of the nasty stuff. So anyway, that's my vlog for today. Yeah, that's my vlog for today. All right, I will be back. I may not be back until I move, but if I am, I'm sure it's because I have some new little bit of information that I think is worth logging. Okay, bye.